Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. There. That's just not just my head. Started my computer. It shut off, apparently. Coffee. I'm a bit early than 8:30, but hopefully people are up and come in. Oh, there's two that popped in. Good morning. Say hello. Oh, there's three. I'm allowing my computer to keep up with the chat. Hello. Hi, old school with a modern twist. How's it going? Hey, Fee. How's it going? Good morning. Did everybody grab a coffee? Gotta make sure you're caffeinated. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? There's my bowl. Do-do-do. Just trying to log on so I can see the chat better. Do-do-do. There we go. So what's everybody doing this weekend? This morning around 11 or so, I might be going with a friend of mine just quickly to the store. She's going to the store, and I'm just going to pick up a couple things. And then the rest of the day is going to be doing laundry and cooking and stuff. What are you guys doing? Anybody doing anything special this weekend? Got a bit of a tickle at the back of my throat, but I think drinking coffee's not necessarily helping it, but I don't have a flu or a cough or that. Just a little tickle, like it's dry. Glad you're good, old school. Up till yesterday, how's our weather here? Almost all the snow had melted on like big lawns, like the school's football field. Most of the snow was gone. There was piles of it. It was like just above freezing for the whole week. I still had ice in my driveway though. Still that much. My little shed door is still frozen in the ice. I keep on putting ice and chopping at it without trying to damage my door. But then last evening we got some snow. We got about an inch of snow. Not much. So it's a light dusting on everything. But I was kind of expecting that, even though the weather didn't say we were supposed to get snow. I had a feeling we would, because I had a headache and stuff like that, a really bad one last night. So, lately I've been getting headaches when the air pressure changes and stuff. So, I'm like, oh, it's going to snow or rain, depending on if it's above zero or below zero. It's, I'm going to turn down the volume on Google. So, hey Google, what's the temperature? Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Ottawa is -1.
It's -1, so it's just below freezing. And we've been having that all week. We'd have above about 5 to 15 degrees above zero for like during the day. Like it'd be just below zero or at zero, like 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. Be above zero until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then overnight it would go like -1 or -2. So it's like I don't mind spring coming like that, but I'm like, this was like the end of February, beginning of March. We don't have weather like that ever. We haven't gotten a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain, well, before our long heat wave, we had a lot of rain for like about 48 hours. 2 weekends ago, around just after Valentine's Day, um, or around Valentine's Day, and then that's where we got all the where I got all the ice on top of the ice and snow because I had almost got it all, and then we had all this rain and then a flash freeze. It went down to -10. Um, Hi, Poplar Picker, how's it going? So now we just got an inch of snow. I'm like, yeah, winter's just starting to still hold on. Like spring doesn't really hit here until April, anyways. Usually long time after Easter. And like here, March break for the kids, it might be warm, like, but there's still snow on the ground. So a lot of people go like ski hills are usually still making snow, and people will go skiing, but they'll go skiing with their t-shirts and like snow pants type thing. So it's like just above freezing. Um, like right now it's just below freezing. I'm like, okay. But yeah, we can't plant here until the end of May, like the long weekend in May, or June. And then things grow crazy, and it's harvest time, beginning of September, end of August, beginning of September. I mean, beans and peas or whatever are earlier, or like lettuce greens, but like everything comes to harvest all at the same time. Yeah, we don't actually see actual spring till close to April too. Yeah, because I'm like, we've had a week of like warm weather where it's been nice during the day, above zero, up to about 15 degrees Celsius. So that's almost like spring weather. And then just below zero at night, so -2. So if we did have anything melt, it froze overnight, and then by the time you leave for work in the morning, it's still frozen because the sun hasn't hit it. Because the sun's still not rising until at least 6 something. So, but I have still in front of my garage, and my walkway to my house is still ice that's over a inch thick. I've been putting salt on it, putting sand on it, so there's traction because I don't want it slippery, and been chopping at it, but my shoulder's sore from chopping at it. Like there's water still going underneath the ice, so it's just ice. Like if I can get through it, it will eventually break up. But it's still frozen even to my little shed doors where I have my recycling garbage cans in. Last week I had to lift up the lid and grab my garbage can from the top. Thank goodness it wasn't that heavy to pull it out so I could put the garbage out. And I haven't put it back in because I couldn't get the door open. Hi, storefront. Good morning. Hi, Steve. How's it going? Did you grab your coffee? Coffee. I have been up since before 5. I tried to go to sleep, and then at 7, I gave up going to sleep, and I took a nice hot bath, and I put some eucalyptus and peppermint essential oils in it, and on my back, because my back was sore, and on my piece of paper that came with the essential oils, it says those are good for pain, so I just put some on. If not, at least smells good. I'm like, definitely cleared my sinuses. So, it doesn't hurt. I don't know if it does anything. I have a few friends that are all like big into essential oils and natural this and that, and I'm like, I still believe in pharmaceuticals for a lot of things and medical advancement. I think that the essential oils and stuff have their places. Complementary, and as long as it doesn't do any harm, it's all good. Yes, give it a thumbs up. So, how is everybody doing on their channels? Just a reminder, make sure you're sharing the love. Hi, Jasmine. I'm running out of the door to $5 day. What's $5 day? Now you got me intrigued. What's $5 day, Jasmine? Because you live close to me. I'm like, what is that? Curious what this $5 day is. Anyways, I was saying, how's everybody's channel doing? Hi, House of J's TV, how's it going? Just fill a garbage bag of anything for $5, clothing, things, whatever, except jewelry. Cool. Hi, I believe this is Red Dragon. Yes, Canada. Yes, we're in Canada. Oh, St. Vincent de Paul has $5. Is that only on your side of the river? Or is that any of the St. Vincent de Pauls? I believe the Oriental name... No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada. The Oriental name, I believe, is the member Red Dragon, I think. And he's in Korea. Yes, okay. I'm sorry, from a non-Oriental reading person, all the kind of like the symbols, like I've seen a few people that have that as their name, like with those in their name, and I can't read them, so I'm just guessing from your name of letters and your picture. Sorry. Thanks for coming by and seeing. What time is it in South Korea? You should put maybe with your name and then do a hyphen and then say Red Dragon for us English speaking people. Because it's hard to identify you and say hello because I don't know how to pronounce those letters. 10:29. Okay, so it's not too late. So it's like going to bedtime. Woohoo! International in the house. I've got Americans, I've got Korean, and I got Canadians. Have fun, Jasmine, and you should do a video of what you get from your St. Vincent de Paul, because the one near me, I haven't seen it advertised as that, so do you? Just Popular Picker, I don't know what the question was. She goes, she doesn't sell on eBay, so it's probably just stuff for her and her family. That might be. you see. Hi, Dragon and Jasmine and House of Crease. Yep, share the love. Also, I've been reading up on this with other articles that have come up. Just make sure when you are following a person that you at least watch a few minutes of a video, if not the whole video, and then press the subscribe button and that, and make a comment, click a like and stuff. So so YouTube doesn't think that you're a spammer, because I've done that before, and like when I've been on the live stream, I've just tabbed I subscribed them and then left their window open so I can go back and watch them later. But then YouTube had unsubscribed me by the time the live stream was done. So, I mean, I was lucky that I had still the tabs open, so I knew who it was. But yeah, it isn't taking all the words I'm telling you. As I meant to say, no, Jasmine doesn't resell that I know of, or at least not as professional as you are, Popular Picker. I've been enjoying watching your videos and on that, and I've popped into parts of your live streams and stuff, but then like either like I've said hi, but I don't know if you've seen me. Sometimes your live streams are quite busy. But I've popped in and then I've had to go or I've like left it playing while I dealt with like mini emergencies. This past 2 weeks has been medical stuff, 2.0. First, my daughter breaking her elbow and bruising her wrist, and that my husband being sick with the flu, then my other daughter being sick with the flu, dealing with insomnia, me with medical tests and doctor's appointments, and that's about it. No problem. I just thought I would let you know. I try and share the love. I've been now that I am following a lot more channels than I was back in December. I'm going through my list alphabetically and watching a video of their channels and commenting. At least I'm trying to do it like once a week, like not all in the same day, but going through it so that I can make sure that I support everybody. It might not be a lot, but I'm trying to help the small YouTubers as well, as much as I can. Which, and guess what? Day before yesterday, my youngest son broke 2 bones in his right hand. Oh, that sucks. Yes, Korea. We usually do pretty darn good in Winter Olympics because, well, we have winter at least in most parts of the country 3 to 6 months of the year. So we have to do something to entertain ourselves. So usually Winter Olympics we do well. Summer Olympics we don't do as well. But yeah, we did really well this year in all the categories. I didn't watch too much because we don't have cable, so I've only been watching a bit on the computer. And then I watched when my daughter was in the hospital. It was playing on the TVs there. So I watched lots of bobsledding and luge and whatever else was, because I was in there for like 4 hours. So there's like 4 hours of Olympics. Netherlands also got high. Yes, well, a lot of the European countries got pretty good medals this year, even though they're like a lot of them are smaller, or they had smaller teams, I think. Yes, well, Norway's awesome. Yeah, Biddy Boo. Hopefully, did they do anything for your son? Did they give him a cast or a half cast with a tensor bandage or a sling? Depending on where it's broken, and that depends on the treatment. My daughter only got a half cast, and she's supposed to be stretching her wrist and then her arm, bending it and straightening it at least 3 or 4 times a day, because otherwise it'll stiffen and she'll lose mobility, even though it hurts. How about Canada law of alcohol? If you're in Quebec, you can drink at 18. When you're in Ontario or the other provinces, it's 19. And they sell alcohol. They sell alcohol in the grocery stores in Quebec, but not anywhere else that I know of in Canada. They've just started selling beer and wine in the grocery stores here, but not hard liquor. There you have to go to a liquor store to get liquor. No, you're not allowed to drive cars with alcohol. You can you can have one drink. You're allowed to have, I think it's 0.5 or 0.05 um, alcohol and blood alcohol, which is basically one drink. And if you have more than that, you're not supposed to drive with it. Now, if you get caught doing it, you can get points taken off your license or your license taken away. And if you're a young driver, because we have graduated licensings, we have a G1 and a G2. If you're a young driver or a driver like a driver with a new license, you have to have zero alcohol, like not a drop in your system. And if you get caught drinking and driving once and you get your license taken away or points, they can put something on your car in your ignition thing that you have to blow every time you start your car, because then you're on like major probation or something like that. I haven't seen that personally, but I know I've heard of it happening. They will put on a full cast. They have him in half cast right now. Yeah, they have mine in a half cast, and I told her she could take it off and move her wrist. Then they didn't put in a full cast. Canada sportsman was drunken with car driving in here when Olympics, and he got caught. Well, yes, so people aren't supposed to, but they sometimes do. Especially, you see it happen more often in the country, where if you go to the bars, there's not taxis really available to drive you home. So people think, oh, it's the country road. It's deserted. It's not very busy. You'll see a lot more way out in the country. But in the city, you don't see it that often. And if you do, it's because they're like alcoholics and they think they're okay to drive. Or I've been doing it for 40 years or something. He got mad and hit a wall. Ooh. He's 17. Yeah, my daughter's turning 17 in April, the one that broke her elbow. Here. Oh, so he deserved it. So his hormones got the best of him. Well, I bet you next time he won't punch a wall. Hope he loses his temper too. Yeah, Canada is more colder. But he probably wasn't dressed appropriately for your weather, thinking that Korea was warmer. That's no excuse. Especially, like, if you're there for the Olympics, aren't you going to be getting rides from taxis? Like, why would you rent a vehicle? I told him next time to hit the guy, that the guy might think twice next time before he mounted him. Yes, but you could also break your hand doing that too. Yeah, and then that will get him in deep stuff. He can get charged. Think about him. Drunk with car driving is also illegal. Yeah. No, he should get, he should get his license taken away or charged or something like that. Points off his license and stuff. Or have to pay some sort of fine. Maybe they both learn. Well, yeah. That's true. Because boys tend to be more hot-headed. I'm trying, these are Oreo cinnamon flavored. They were a new flavor. Erin, my daughter, wanted me to pick up cookies for her class for some sort of party thing or whatever. So I picked these up, and hot cocoa flavored, because we don't get a lot of fancy flavors here in Canada. And she took the hot cocoa one because this one she said we'd have at home. And it's actually pretty good. Tastes kind of like cinnamon bun, or it tastes like the cinnamon graham cracker spread that we have here. Spagoogle, or it's a cookie spread. It's quite yummy. It's like a cinnamon ginger, like a gingerbread graham cracker flavor. It's quite yummy. But I just wanted something a little sweet this morning, because I've been up since 5. What time has everybody else been up since? What time has everybody else been up since? I just wanted to come in and say hi. I haven't seen you since your birthday. Oh, thank you, Papa Bricker. I have to go finish moving my daughter and go to an auction. Ooh. Are you going to take any pictures of stuff at the auction? Maybe do a video of what's at the auction. Where is your daughter moving to? A bit of bottle baby sister on my channel. Cool. Yes, it's Saturday. Still here Saturday. It's just the beginning of Saturday. It's 8:43. Well, maybe not necessarily a live stream, but like you could take some videos. Like I've seen, like He Who Provides Homestead sometimes will go to auctions and he'll do a video of like what's on the tables and stuff before the auction, and then he'll do a video of what he bought at the auction and roughly what he spent. He doesn't go to auctions often. He doesn't resell, but he buys stuff for his family. But it's kind of neat to see what's at auction. I've never actually been to an auction. I know there's some just out in the country, but I don't know. It might be something different for your channel. Oh yes, baby animals. I think all channels should put pictures of baby animals on them, because they're just so cute. Yes, goats have great personalities, and baby chicks. My daughter did a course last year in school. When she was in grade 9, she took a grade 11 course called Green Industries, and they raised chickens like they got incubator. That was my yard. Okay. I just watched it on my phone. That's your yard? Oh wow. Go get the fishing rod and catch some fish. As a person, I had Toggenburg. I taught him to shake a hoof and do obstacle course. Cool. Yeah. Every animal has a personality. My 2 cats have definitely different personalities. They're weird though. um. Oh, good morning, Anissa Green. How's it going? Coming to share the love and chit chat. Hi Zane Malik. How's it going? What's the weather like out there? We just got, it was warm all week, like, and things were melting. We actually saw lots of grass, and there's still snow. And we just got, last night, an inch of snow. Not big, but it's just below freezing here. We got dumped on yesterday. Kids had school canceled. Whereabouts are you? Because I heard there was lots of storms happening in New Jersey too, and some either further south. Where in Pennsylvania? Is it normally cold there at this time of year? Close to Lake Erie. Okay. Yeah, they get around the Great Lakes. They can get odd weather coming in because it stays with the lake and everything like that. And then you get the lake waves of the ice. Like I saw a video last year on Lake Ontario where the ice was coming up onto the shore of some of the cottages, and it literally, like, people were taking video and watching this ice move slowly, taking out trees that's coming from the lake, taking out trees, taking out sheds, and taking out porches. Like, it made all the way up. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa. And it was just the lake waves. Like, it was really windy and lake waves. And all this ice that was coming from inside the middle of the lake coming out and, like, doing all this damage, which you never, like, and the houses were like 50 to 100 yards or meters away from the shore at least. And like, this person was just videotaping and just watching it, and it took like 10 minutes for this wave of ice taking things out in its path. And I was like, whoa. Don't blame, yeah, baby. Just catching up here. Oh, you've been up since 3, had to bottle feed goat. I've been up since 5, because the sheet came off the bed and hubby became Princess in the Pea, so I had to fix it. Because it all got messed up. But, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I tried to, but my back's been sore. And I've had a headache since yesterday, Wednesday. I had a headache Wednesday, I had one yesterday. So, it's now almost gone, but it's hard to try and go to sleep when your head hurts. You're gonna go to sleep now, Bitty Boo? Because the goat's gone to sleep, or you fell asleep earlier when you fed the baby? Goat. Good morning, NKY Homesteading. How's it going? I lived in Buffalo. They did not close school there. See, here in Canada, they don't close the schools, but they cancel the school buses. So last Friday, like not yesterday, but the one before, we had freezing rain warning, but in the morning it was dry. There was no clouds in the sky, but it was coming at like 2, and that's when school ends. Like, some of the schools end between 2 and 4, and the buses would be out, so they canceled it, and I'm glad they did, because I was out in it in a friend's car, and it was slippery. Like, we went to Costco, and I almost, like, slid. I needed skates. But they don't close the schools. The schools remain open unless there's no power for more than 2 or 3 hours, or there's no water. We're hardy people. So even when it's minus 40 degrees Celsius, schools are still open. buses might get canceled, but the schools are still open, so all those who walk or whatever, like the teachers still have to show up. So I don't understand that they don't do that in Ontario. Well, they don't do that here in Ottawa area, Kanata area. They might do it Toronto because Toronto doesn't have as much equipment and stuff, and they don't get as bad weather as we do. Like when bad weather hits here and hits Toronto, Toronto is almost a state of emergency. Here it's like, it's Tuesday. To get a couple more things for auction show tonight. Cool. So how does your auction show work, Popular Picker? Do you put things that you show on the video and then people bid on them and then they have to pay for the shipping? I'm just curious how you do that. In 77, I was traveling on roads that were closed due to the blizzards. Yeah, well, some of the highways, like the highway between like Toronto and Ottawa, I can't remember what highway it is, there's not a lot of trees, so the wind blows over and the snow just takes it out. I'm excited for the show tonight, Nikki. Very cool. What time is your auction tonight? I might pop in to see how it goes. It's up on Mortarship Products YouTube channel. He has us as guests, and people bid on stuff, yes, and pay for shipping. Please don't move your camera around and make us seasick. Oops. Oh, me? I'm not touching the camera. I might have tapped it accidentally and moved a little bit. Cool. I might pop in and say hello. Oh, not you yet. Okay. Because I was like, okay, am I dreaming this that I'm moving the camera? I keep on telling Steve he's got to do a live stream. Yeah, sometimes when I do videos and stuff and I'll show stuff, I think that the camera is going slowly. But sometimes it's going fast. When I look at it afterwards, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's a little bit fast there. But can't be perfect. I mean, that's why I'm an amateur, right? I'm a small YouTuber because I'm not a professional. Not really yet. Need to get more comfortable doing them. Well, that's why you gotta go do one and just say hello and chat. Grab coffee. Mine are very low key. Oh yeah, make sure everybody's checking everybody out and sharing the love. Also, don't forget to, if you're new to following them, to watch a few minutes of a video, if not a whole video, of the people, so that so that YouTube doesn't unsubscribe you. Because I've had that happen. I've gone into live streams and subbed a few people, and I've left their tabs open on the computer, and when I went back, it unsubbed me. Just a FYI. So what is everybody's plans for today? Time to support the little guy. Well, that's what I've been doing, to the point that I have been subscribed to some larger channels, not like the big million people channels, but some other channels I've found years ago that I've enjoyed, right? And they've slowly gotten bigger. I used to have like about 5 or 6 I would watch in the morning when I'd be getting ready, and have it in the background, as they were usually like grocery hauls or menu plans or something like that, that I was like interested, but I didn't necessarily have to watch the details. Well, since January and supporting the small YouTubers, I haven't really spent a lot of time on the channels that I originally used to watch a lot of. Not that they're not producing the same good stuff, just I've just been evening it out with my support of the smaller channels. And with that, it's meant that I'm now spending like 90% of my time on small channels, finding a lot of channels that I'm really interested in supporting. With some, I'm supporting because they are a small channel, right? I might not necessarily be interested in their content a lot. Like a lot of the car channels or fishing channels, I'm not necessarily interested in per se, but I like the creator. So I watch their videos a lot of times, sometimes in the background, but I'll comment and give them a thumbs up and stuff. But giving them watch time, because that's how I want to support them. And other channels of things that I'm interested in. And there's a few new channels, like Popular Picker. I'm quite interested in her channel and how she does things, just because it's something I never thought of doing. And it's just kind of down to earth people. And a lot of the live streams are very entertaining. And it's just like we're all sitting around having coffee. And that's what I've been enjoying, is popping into live streams, especially when they're chatting ones and not about like a teachable moment or something like that. Sleeping son. Well, have a great night, Red Dragon, if you're going to go to bed. Hopefully see you in the morning of your time, which is evening of our time. Supporting everyone in here. Okay, I gotta go shower. Okay, bye, Popper Picker. Have a great day. And have fun tonight. I'm digging out an extra monitor for a friend to give to him. Okay, cool. If I get home early enough, I will make a video. Awesome. Woohoo. I love those type of videos too. I like seeing what type of deals people get and where they live. Bye, Nikki. I have been enjoying your videos. If I haven't quite always commented on them, I usually put I'll put a little playlist going, and then I'll comment on one or two. If it weren't for YouTube doing this, I wouldn't have met so many friends like you, Jen. Exactly. I probably would never, well, I might have eventually met you, Nikki, but it wouldn't have been until, I got bored with other channels and just started searching for stuff and come up to your channel. So there's a lot of channels that I've come across that, without the Facebook groups or the live streams of people where they're sharing support, I would never have followed them otherwise. And then I followed them and I started watching some of their videos to give them support and watch time. And while doing so, I'm now invested in the channel and I'm quite interested, especially like there's some channels I'm not really interested in. There's some that like I do support them and watch a video. Usually in the background there's a couple of channels that their videos are not in English, so I really don't know what they're saying, but I'll go and I'll watch a video in the background to give them some support because they're really small channels, and I don't want them to get discouraged, and I'm sure in their genre and their language there are a lot of people that could subscribe to them and really enjoy their channels, and they're probably following me too, me being English, which is probably not their first or second or third language, and they comment on my channel. There's a few of them like that, so they can type in English, so that's pretty good. I unfortunately can't type in any language other than English. Oh, thank you, Red Dragon. I'm very glad that you enjoy my live stream, even though you aren't in North America. I really appreciate you taking the time and coming here from Korea to watch little old me just chit chat and drink coffee. And I hope that you might find interesting videos on my channel. I did make a yummy instant pot Korean soup dish that I followed a recipe for roughly. As you see, I always put the recipe in the bottom that you can look at and see what the recipe said, and while watching my videos you'll see what I did. I did my instant pot. As a Rosella True Prob found you from, yes, exactly. But she doesn't have any videos. I'm following her, Anissa, Anissa. But I don't see any videos. I just see that she has liked lots of videos, and I enjoy having her as a follower of me. You know, I like when people participate in my live streams. It's fun. Good morning, Shackwood Farms. How's it going? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods there? Okay, bye, Nikki. Yeah, go have your shower, get yourself all purdy. We love you anyways, Nikki. Oh, Anissa, I think you would do fine doing a vlog type. You already have like 70 people who are following you. That's more than some of the channels. Trying to clean up my act so maybe someday I will. I saw I had a few up of my twins' antics. I looked at your channel, but I didn't see them. Maybe they're made of private. If you make it put, like, because I can't see what your settings are on your channel. If you put them as public and put them, say, in a playlist, and then just put that playlist on your front page, because it just shows your liked videos, then at least people know that you're a channel. Well, I mean, you have some content of, like, liked videos at least. There are some channels out there that don't have a picture or any videos, and you kind of think that they're like a spam bot type thing. Oh, okay. I bet it's on my Mom of Two Minis. That's where I put. Okay. So so you have two. See, you have channels. You have two channels. I only have one. I started that a long time ago because their dad traveled for work to be able to see them. Ah, yes. How old are your twins now? Twins must be hard. My girls are 19 months apart, but sometimes I felt like I had twins, especially when they were babies, because they were both in diapers and feedings and all that stuff. Just one was much bigger than the other. You're 9 and sassy now. Oh, are they girls? Oh my God. God help us. Yes, from 9 on is a very interesting age. Mine are now 15 and 16. My oldest, I thought I would have, a few years of her starting to be sassy or teenager to practice on for my youngest, who's a year and a half younger, 19 months younger. But no, my oldest was a little angelic child until, well, she still is. 12, 13, she started wanting her own room because they shared a room. They had loft beds, like a loft bed and a bunk underneath. And so my youngest got the other room. My oldest kept the bigger room because I wasn't going to try and move her loft bed because, like, I built it and it's going to be sold with the house. Like, same, and I built my other daughter a loft bed because the bed that was in that room that moved ended up getting broken. So I'm like, well, it lasted 12 years. And but she's quite independent, but she's not sassy. My youngest, on the other hand, hit sassy and stayed sassy. And I keep on saying I've raised my girls to be strong, independent women, which will be great when they leave the house. But until then, I'm unsure if it's a great move, because they're not as obedient as kids were when I was a kid. LOL. Oh my goodness, you have four girls. You're a survivor. Yeah. Wait till they all hit puberty and all of your cycles are in sync. It's fun. Remember when they were babies and around 2, 3 o'clock, they would have like a meltdown. It's like wine o'clock, they'd whine and meltdown. Well, they still have that as teenagers. But then it's like mommy's time to go and have a glass of wine. Or leave the house because they're teenagers now and you don't have to be there to watch them. So what are your plans today with all of your kids? What are your ages of all the kids? Is the 9-year-olds the youngest, the twins? $24, $21, $19.99. This works for Amazon in New Jersey and is on her own. 21 is a vet tech, still living at home. My son, 19, is in chemical engineering, and so don't see him much. Wow. There's a large gap between the twins and the other 3. But you don't look old enough having a 24-year-old. Unless that's a much older picture, because, that picture, you look like my age. Yes, second marriage. Okay. You look like my age. Or maybe younger. Well, that sometimes happens with second marriage. You're like, oh, let's have a baby to solidify this marriage. I have a friend who just did that. She has 3 kids. And then he has 2 kids. And she thought she was kind of done until she met this guy. And now she has a baby. Well, he's going to be 1 in May. And I'm like, okay, the next one is 7 or 8, 10, and 16. I was 33 and I picked up 24. Well, congratulations turning 47 in April. My daughter turned 17 in April. My second husband never had any kids. When we got married, I agreed to 1. Yes. I like that. You agreed to 1, but God had different plans. He's like, hi, you agreed to 1. I will fix that. You now have 2. Are they identical twins? Or, what's the other one? Identical or fraternal, right? Brain not always working. Very much identical. Even personality-wise. Okay, so at least that picture is of you much younger. Because so I was like, darn. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm like, if you're 47 and that's your picture, right now, that's pretty damn good. Because you're only a couple years older than me. I just turned 43 last Saturday. And I have 15 and 16 going to be 17-year-old. I wanted a big family, but I ended up just having two, and then that was enough. And I would love to have lots of grandkids, not anytime soon, as I tell my kids, about 10 years from now. When I'm like 50 something, because I want them to have kids right now. I want them to have post-secondary education and a job. Oh, thank you, Anissa. But my kids aren't quite interested in dating right now. They're more interested in their schoolwork, which is good. And my oldest does work well with kids. Actually, she does a lot of babysitting and stuff. But my youngest is like, yeah, no, I don't know if I want to have kids or that. I'm like, well, you could always adopt when they're like toddlers. But they're of an age they don't really care about that, so I'm like, I'm not going to push it at all. I'm an only child, and I said I would not ever just have one. I think I went overboard. Yeah, see, I'm an only child too. Like, well, I did have a sister when I was 6, but she died as a baby at 6 weeks old from SIDS. So I've lived as an only child, and then my dad remarried when I was a teenager to a lady who had a son from a previous marriage who was like 7 or 8 years older than me, who had already moved out on his own, so never really had him as a brother. So I've always lived on my, as an only child. So I said I would never just have one, because I was always lonely. Plus, with my parents being divorced and separated, I went to multiple, like, they lived in the same city, but they couldn't live in the same school district. So I went to, moved, and they had custody of me. Half the year I'd be with one during the week and one on the weekends, and the other half of the year be one during the week, one on the weekends. But of course, not in the same school district, so I'd have to change schools. Yeah, multiple times in the same city. And I'm like, so I was always the new kid, so I never really had lots of friends. And that I said, oh, I was never going to do that with my kids. So that is what we've done. And we contemplated having a third, and then we decided we stop at 2, because at least with 2, and they were best friends until like my oldest was about 12, and then they still are good friends now. There was a few moments where they weren't, but they have a lot of their moments. Like when we go on vacation, they are best buds with each other. They do annoy each other, but we go on vacation and they actually want to hang out with one another. So I was raised by a single mom. We moved a lot in the earlier. She finally planted herself when I was in grade 3. Yeah, in grade 4, I went to 4 public schools in Ottawa. Because whenever I was living with one parent, they got a 2-bedroom apartment, and then the other parent moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. And then when I switched, went to another school, and that the other parent would have a 1-bedroom apartment, move to a 2-bedroom apartment, so so that they would save some money on rent. But of course, like, we moved to different parts of the city because of apartment availability. So I'd be in one school, move part way, then halfway in that. Like, the school year is not very long. I was like 3 months in each school. I still graduated with it with good marks. Hi, APK Heaven. How's it going? Yeah. Moving sucks. If you don't have to move with kids, try not to. Or if you do move, you move for many years. Like, not just 1 year or 2 year thing. You go move in 5 years, you know? Just, oh, thanks, APK. I'm already a follower of your channel. And giving you some watch time right now. You're almost there. Yes, I'm almost there. I was stuck at the um, 896 level. I was going up and down for like all week between 880 and 896, somewhere between there. And now I'm just over the 900 mark. Well, when I do get to 1,000, I will do a giveaway, and it'll be international, and I'll have some sort of contest thing that they will comment and maybe guess something. And then it won't be a huge thing, but it'll be like maple syrup, because I'm in Canada, maybe poutine gravy mix, some maple syrup candies, some other things that are like unique to Canada. And I'll put it in a little box and ship it wherever, because I think that'll be nice for my subscribers. Maybe do something like count the jelly beans or something like that. Or count the Smarties, because our Smarties are like your M&Ms. Your Smarties are like our rockets. I just lost the chat here. Okay, see you, Rune. I wish you luck and health. Okay, thanks, APK Heaven. I have a great friend there called Lisa Suave. Awesome. Whereabouts does she live in Canada? Ontario? Yep, I'm in Ontario too. I'm in Canada, which is a West End suburb of Ottawa, Ontario. Whereabouts in Ontario is your friend? Has a great personality. But where in Ontario? Ontario is a huge province. I don't really know the address. Well, I didn't say address, but like city. Is she near Toronto or near Ottawa? Those are the two biggest cities. Then there's like near North, North Bay, Thunder Bay. Because Toronto and well, so she's near one of those. Did you see the Moana? Hi, Rabbi Wiggle. I haven't seen it, but my kids. Oh, she lives near Toronto. My kids have seen it. It's on Netflix, I believe. That's one of the movies I actually want to see, but my kids got around to seeing it first. We were going to see it when it was in the guy go, okay, bye APK Heaven. We were going to see it when it was in the theater, but I think there was other movies that we wanted to see first, and then it was out of theater. Because we don't go to the theater that often. Where are the kids? Oh, they're sleeping. That's why I do a live stream on Saturday morning, because my family doesn't wake up till like 10, 11. They're not morning people. They never have been. I love your little picture there. It's cute. What's that picture from? What's your favorite bullying? You know, things that teach about bullying. There was a TED Talk on bullying that had a thing about the piece of paper and how you can crumple it up by, you're saying mean things to somebody. It's like crumpling up a piece of paper, and even if you apologize and you try to smooth it out, the crinkles are still there, even though you tried to soften out the paper. So saying stuff like that are bullying, you might apologize and realize it's wrong, but the marks are still on the paper. Do you like The Meanest Girl in Second? What's that? The Meanest Girl in Second Grade. Is that a movie? I haven't seen it. Oh, that's the bird from Muppet Babies as your picture. What are you doing today? I'll be doing some groceries in an hour and a half or so, and then doing laundry and cooking. Not fun stuff. Oh, don't forget to click the thumbs up. Whereabouts do you live, Ravi? What country? I'm in Canada. I live in Canada, which is the West End suburb of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And Ottawa is Canada's capital. So where the Parliament building is, where Justin Trudeau and stuff is. Everyone to help this guy on YouTube. Which guy? You guy? Oreo? How's it going, Oreo? He's getting bullied. Who? Who's getting bullied? Okay, I'm popping over there. Okay. I'm just also going back to the chat. People are making fun of him. Okay, let me... In this video, let's see. I'm going to turn up the volume so I can hear what he says. Trying to help his channel. There we go. I commented on his video there, showing him some support. I was trying to help his channel. People were talking bad about him and telling people that he's fake. Oh, welcome back, Red Dragon. Yeah, that's sad. But unfortunately, the things with YouTube is you have to get a thicker skin. I know it's hard. I mean, I have, honestly, knock on wood, I haven't had to experience it myself, but I've seen it on other people's channels that they've been bullied, because there's bullies everywhere. There's bullies in the schools, there's bullies in the workplace, there's a lot more bullies online that they can hide behind a fake account, because they're not going to bully you with your real account. Hi Mark Dimmick, how's it going? So yeah, please pop over to that channel. I can put the link to like 3 months ago. I've had trolls in my live stream that were nasty, but we booted them. There we go. What the heck was that? Something popped going next. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what that is. Hi Nintendo 2009, how's it going? Long time no see. I've been doing pretty good, Mark. I'm going to go and put a video on in the background of your channel and see what's there. Oh, did you get snow last night too? We got snow here. Well, yesterday evening, but we only got about an inch of snow.
I'm doing a bit update with snow.
Are you in, whereabouts are you? Cool. See, I'm watching you. There, Mark. Are you in the UK?
I'm doing a bit update with snow.
Because they got hit with a huge Arctic blast of snow. It snowed about an inch here. Not too much. Aylesbury. Cool. I've never been to Aylesbury. Well, I've never been overseas. I've been in places in North America and a bit in Central America and the Caribbean. I haven't made it to South America yet. Yeah. Well, there's like the UK. Well, is it part of Britain or part of the UK? Because it's always confusing with Europe there. I was in Cuba. I went to Cuba 4 years ago. Actually, on my Facebook, the picture that's on the background is us in Cuba. 4 years ago. Was in the Dominican last year. Loved it. And we're going to go back this year. We always go in the summertime, which is crazy because it's that same temperature here in Canada. It's 40 degrees, 35, 40 degrees Celsius here in August, and that's when we go to Dominican. We don't escape the snow like most people. Buckinghamshire. Because I've heard Buckingham. That's where the Queen's Palace is. Is that like the outskirts of where Buckingham Palace is? Buckinghamshire. Because I think Shire is like a little town. Or how they name places. Here we don't have lots of shires. Places. Or if we did, they got changed to different names. Because the English and the French and the Spanish all came over here at some point and named things. Hey Daddy D4, how's it going? Coming to shared love. What are your plans for today? Hopefully you grabbed coffee, because coffee is nectar of the gods. I was just going to go and start playing some of your videos, but you don't have any videos on your channel there, Daddy D4. You should put some up. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I was just about to go and watch you in the background as I'm watching Mark's videos, and looking at them. But you have none to watch, because I like to share the love. Yeah, my back's sore, but my back's always sore. I went to the doctor yesterday, and they're like, yeah, it's muscle spasms, so I go see the doctor again. If it's still bothering, then they might give me like a prescription for like massage or physiotherapy or something, or who knows. But yeah, share the love. Mark only has 20 people on his channel. He has just 70 more. So, oh, I'm already at that number? Wow. That's nice. I didn't even know that. I'm going to do a new video today. Ooh, yay! I like watching new videos. I've been going through my subscribers and the comments on my channel and stuff like that, and watching people's videos, and I go through my list that is like of who I'm subscribed to, and I go through my list alphabetically and try and watch a video from everybody. I've been secretly subbing. Yes, well, and people have been subbing to you too, because you've got 70 people and you don't have any videos. So that means that they're seeing you supporting them, and they want to share the support back to you, even though you don't have any videos on your channel yet. So you should put some videos up so we can watch them. Yes, I know, ma'am. You have been told. Tisk. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Oh, there was another person in here earlier. 07 update. Okay. I will check it out. I'm going through your channel right now. I'm going through your playlist. I'm now on your 4th video. See, Mark? You don't have very long videos, so what's going on? I share the love. Need some love. We'll love back. Okay, sure. Gonna be checking you out too. I'm gonna turn that down there. You're on an iPhone 7. I don't, we are Android. We're an Android family. We don't like iPhones because, well, mainly because Apple products are like 2 to 3 times the cost of Android, and they have just as much memory and apps as Android. So if I break my phone, I paid $200 for my phone, brand new. It's a OnePlus One. It's like one of the cheaper phones. I put in a SD card in there, so it holds a whole bunch of stuff. And if I drop it and I break it, it's a $200 phone. I could get it replaced, like the screen, for, I don't know, $50 or $100, or get a new phone for $200. So an Android, the new Androids are like over $1,000, and you break them, they're more expensive, and they're really more expensive to even repair, because of course they're Apple products, so they're all like, well, Android is, a lot of the screens are comparable, so you're not like stuck with one type. And the charging cables for the new iPhones are sucking more than the older ones. My friend who has one, they've had to replace their charging cable twice, and in the past year. Well, yeah, well, Android, it depends on, it's different phones. And it's just because once you're used to it, like, it's a different layout, um, it's just cheaper. And, if you've always had, iPhone is just a symbol. It's just an economic symbol. It's like, when you're in high school, you have the expensive shoes or the Under Armour or whatever name brand stuff. It means nothing. Like, it's exactly the same as Android. And like my family, we have people who are blind in my family, and there's a lot more apps and stuff that people can use on Android that are accessible than there are on Apple, just from our experience. But yeah. Well, yeah, well, exactly. A new phone pay too much. Well, hopefully it lasts a long time. See, I break phones or they fall. I'm not. So if I had $1,000 phone, I did have at one point a $600 phone. Like it was my. I usually get my husband's old phone, um, and then he gets a new phone. But one time my phone died, and we got a new phone. And for what I needed, space wise at the time, there wasn't any cheap phones. I got like a $600 phone that lasted me a few years until I think it cracked or whatever. Or no, I think I broke. That was it. The charging hole inside, the cable hole for it, got broken on inside, and it would have cost more to try and fix it than buying a new phone. So since then, we just go and find um, a basic phone that has good memory or that can be added SD cards in it, and pay like under $300 with tax Canadian. I would say my favorite thing. My battery on my phone is amazing. It goes forever and ever. Yeah, well, see, that's why you also get like I have rechargeable batteries. They're like a brick. A 2000 mAh, 2000 yeah, no, not 2000, 20,000 mAh battery that can charge my phone. It has two ports. Can charge my phone and another device 2 or 3 times. So I just carry that in my purse with me all the time. So I can play games and do videos or whatever all the time. Now I don't do a lot of videos with my phone. I do my camera because I don't have a lot of space to store the videos on here. I only do like live streams or videos that I'm not planning to edit afterwards. Thanks, Oreo Kid. I'm supporting that pastor. He just subscribed to me too. So, oh, by the way, check out this channel. This man, he was getting bullied. So go and show some love and some support for him. He's a small channel too. Oh, and Charlene, I'm watching your channel right now. Watching. So Charlene, on your channel, like you play um, slot machines. Are these on your computer? Um, or uh, or are they what's this? View. What the heck? Okay, that's an interesting person, Safia So. Um, let's go see what that. Thanks for catching, Oreo Kid. Glad you were here. You were quick. I didn't even see. Yeah. Well, he started with the F word, and I'm going to report. Well, I'm glad you were on because you caught it before. Um, going to report him. You don't pop in here and start swearing and stuff. I'm like, don't know you from a hole in the wall. See, the problem is, I talked about trolls, and one pops in. I'm like, my videos, personal information. figure out how to. Friday. See, it doesn't give me the option. They seem to pop in at random times. Yeah. I can't report the stream because it's still live. So, there we go. Just put in the comment there. I don't know if it does. Who's next? Most of them are just wannabe trolls, but they ain't no troll and they are annoying little mosquitoes. Yeah. Hey Grizz, how's it going? Thanks for popping by. Oh, something went wrong. I'll report them after, maybe. But yeah. Come to share the love. I'm not going to waste my time on that person. Everything's going good. Missing you, Grizz. I've been sharing the love of a bunch of small YouTubers lately. Hey, Rowan. Oh. Load my video about 4 of my favorite breeds of chickens. Cool. I will have to check that out in a bit. Two weeks, your birthday. Oh, happy birthday in 2 weeks. Yep, you're on your way to 1K Nintendo. That is cool. Yes, the Nintendo, your channel does look good. Just going checking over there and sharing the love too. Yeah, you're only 20 away from 1,000. That is pretty darn good. So you were in Cuba in February. See, we went to Cuba a few years ago, and 4 years ago, and it was in August, and it was 41 degrees Celsius there, and 45 degrees Celsius. It was really hot. You got close to 50 eggs last night that you got from your chickens, or that you're incubating. Do you need some help? Okay. What are you gonna do? A video on Nintendo? The Cinnabons? Yeah. Is there expiry date on them? Okay, then they should still work. Yeah. I can transfer money to it. Pass me the cards, I'll look. Yeah, but it's on the phone. Sorry, I'm doing a pick-up videos today. A pickups. What's a pickups video? 80 free range hens, 12 acres. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, they like to produce. Well, don't chickens normally produce an egg a day? So shouldn't you get like 80 or closer to 80 chickens, 80 eggs in a day? That's a lot of eggs if you don't eat them all. With the 20 hens, but they are free range here, so it's like an Easter egg hunt every day. Yes, very cool. Well, the chickens came with the house, didn't they? When you got your house there, Grizz? We got a video out the other day. A skunk in the coop eating our eggs. I forgot to collect. Oops. Well, they gotta eat too. I show them. Okay. Well, no, I'm just on Nintendo's channel right now. I'm actually, have a video going on in the background. And he does one, well, he was on vacation in February, and he did one last week, so, maybe before he was doing more, more often. No, I got this land raw and developed it myself. You're thinking, oh, sorry. Okay, I keep on thinking, yes, Bobblehead had the chickens that came with the house. the run down house that you had to fix. Yeah. Sorry, Grizz. You're always in the same circles. Brain is not working well sometimes. It's the facial hair. You all look the same. You had only had chickens. Okay. Cool. But if you have 20 chickens, aren't chickens supposed to lay an egg a day, roughly? I do video from Monday to Friday. Sometimes I do not. Do one on the weekend. Going on 2 years. A video every 2 to 3 days. That's cool. How's Sick Bay? They are long. That's cool. Okay, I'm just reading the comments. Nintendo says, that's cool. Come here. I want to see it. Is that a 50? My oldest is going shopping and she wants to take the 50. They won't. You want to get coffee? Yeah, but don't take the 50. They don't tend to like seeing big bills from teenagers. Can I see? I don't have one of those. I want to see. These are our money. Yes, they look like Monopoly money. That's a 50. And see, it's see-through. It's see-through in here. They're now peekaboo and shiny.
For 20s.
With who?
You.
I have no money.
Yeah, no,
My daughter's trying to trade. Give me your 5s for a second. I want you.
this is not even all my money.
This is just a handful of money. My daughter likes to collect money and put them in baggies from her babysitting. I'm like, that's her 5. She wants to trade them for 20s. I'm like, I have maybe $15 in cash for now.
I like 20.
The $5 bills are good.
Boy.
So what you just do is put this money on your card, like your Starbucks card. Go put 10, like put 2 of them and put it on that card,
Yeah,
and then use the card.
I don't want to talk to them.
No, you say I want this on my card, and then you tell them.
I don't want to talk to them. Usually I get
'Cause then you
Rebecca
get points.
to ask me what I want.
Well, get Rebecca to tell her to put it on there, but don't bring a 50.
Ow.
Oh, don't! Why'd you do that? Oh, she just lifted her arm, and now it hurts. I see you later. Everyone at your house took. No, youngest is starting to feel better. Well, she's going to be doing homework today. She slept basically all yesterday. Oldest still has sore arm. Well, it's broken. Yes, we've already discussed this. It's broken elbow and wrist. She has lots of soft tissue damage here. I know it's sore, broken. September 27th. I've been on YouTube 10 years. Cool. 11 years. Very cool. Apparently I uploaded my first video like in 2011, but it was more of a video to share with people of something I did. Well, it's actually something my kids did or something. But I've only really started my channel last January 1st. So I've only been on YouTube a year. Oh, is this unplugged? My computer got unplugged. So it's like, battery low, I'm shutting down. So, well, it's been nice chatting with everybody. Hopefully everybody's supporting one another. I've been watching videos in the background, commenting of people that have popped in. Remember to share the love and comment below. If you need watch time and stuff like that, I will do my best and put them on next, day or so. So, have a great day, and hopefully I will have a video uploaded tomorrow. Bye.